Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube video, Bookie Books. I'm Michelle and this is...
Colby. I'm 11 years old.
11 years old. I read all the time and my son reads as much as me, so we thought we will do this together. So,
Jinx.
Oh, jinx. What a month it's been. We've had COVID, we've had lockdown. Doesn't stop me reading books. Doesn't stop me buying books. Doesn't stop him reading books. Doesn't stop him buying books. So what have we read and what have we been reading? Well, okay, so let's start off with what a month. I've read the...
Mercies.
This book was a Christmas present for my husband. It's taken me a while to get round to reading it because I just had loads of books. It is set in 1670. It is about witchcraft and being hunted by witchcraft and how females are portrayed. So if you're a strong female and you kind of know what you're doing, people will call that witch. They call that witch, you die. The main character in this is a small, quiet, petite little woman who gets kind of sold to a man that hunts witches. She moves to this town she knows nothing about. She makes friends. One of the women that she makes friends with falls in love with her, and it is about their relationship that they have to try and hide because her husband is a witch killer. If she gets caught, she'll get called a witch. If not, she'll die because she shouldn't be messing around with another female. This was a really good book, really slow to start off with, but get past the first 20 pages, definitely worth a read. Really, really enjoyed it. What did you read, Colby?
Cool. So, what book shall I start with? We'll start with this, shall we? Stargazing for Beginners. Now, before I say any more, it's part about stargazing, and it's about a girl called Meg who's left on her own to look after the house and her baby sister, along with your homework and the science competition.
Ooh.
So I'm not going to say any more than that because this is a must read. It might not look appetizing, but look at this. But the author here, I'm probably thinking, has gone to actual lengths to do this. So it's a must read.
Must read. I've read
Themercifulcrows.
Beautiful cover. Oh, I love this cover. Book was so boring. Oh my goodness me. I just couldn't. I didn't finish it, which is really, really rare because I will normally finish a book if rain or die or sunshine. This book couldn't do it. It was just so slow and you just kind of kept on waiting for something to happen and nothing really did. It is about a band of people called the Merciful Crows. They are a bit like medieval doctors. They go from town to town taking away their dead. The dead are people that have died from the plague. People don't like them because of the job that they do, but they are a necessary risk. People have to have them because they don't, the dead will just stay there. They get called to a castle to remove a plague victim. This plague victim comes alive. Now it sounds good, but this book has so much potential. I wasn't a fan. Such a shame. I was not a fan, but hey ho. I'm going to keep it because the cover is pretty.
Cool, now it's my turn. So I've got another book which has the cover off it at current time. It's called The Hat Makers. Look at that, it's got Latin on it.
So what is this story about?
This is about a girl called Cordelia who's a hat maker. One of the 5 makers is hat makers, boot makers, watch makers, cloak makers, and cane makers. There used to be cane makers. Wait, sorry, not cane, glove makers. Spoiler. So, what they have to do is they found out someone is stealing the piece clothes and open up a menacing cabinet. So what they have to do is they have to find out who it is and make sure the piece clothes work so England doesn't go to war with France.
Ooh, so is this a good book?
Yes, a good book. The cover is amazing. Look at that.
Do you recommend it?
Of course I recommend it.
For what age for?
I'm going to go at 5. I'm going to go ages 5 to 20.
Ooh, 5 to 20. So if you're 5+, you should read this gorgeous book.
But if you're 20+, don't read it.
Okay, what else have I read this month? I've read SarahJMaas again for the 10th time.
Obviously.
Oh, I love this woman. Well, obviously I started with A Court of Thrones and Roses, collection edition, beautiful cover, absolutely stunning. Love it. This is very loosely, very loosely based on Beauty and the Beast. If you like Beauty and the Beast, read it. If you don't like it, read it. But you need to read it. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because you know what Beauty and the Beast is about. But this is such a beautiful, beautiful, well-read, well-written book. I love it. The second book, A Court of Mist and Fury, starts off right at the very end of the second book. Oh, I love it. This was definitely worth my time for the 10th time. I love her. Your go, Kelby. What else have you been reading?
Philip. This is one of my favourite authors, Philip Reeve with Railhead. I think this is quite an old book.
I don't think it's old. I bought this book at the Cheltenham Book Festival about, must be about 5 years ago, so maybe it is an older book.
Look at that. That's quite cool. You got to admit that's cool. And look what it has on the blurb. Let me make sure I can see it. Look, to spell Railhead, it's got R for Rebel, A for Adventurer, I for Imposter, L for Liar, H for Hero, E for Enemy, A for Ally, and D for Destination Unknown. So
what is this book about, Colby?
This is about a petty thief called Zen Starling, who's then picked up by a mysterious character called Raven and his motorite called Nova. You'll find out what those are later. And he has to rob. So this is in a place where you can travel around the universe on hypertrains.
What's a hypertrain?
So these are trains that can jump through wormholes.
Ooh.
And what happens is he's got to steal from the one that belongs to the royal of the network.
Oh.
But problem is it goes wrong, and now he's been hunted down by them and has to try and rescue their trust.
Oh.
So this is a must-read book for all ages.
All ages. All ages. We both read. We're very lucky to get a proof of this book. It doesn't have a cover yet. It is The Children of the Quicksand. I really enjoyed this book. This book is a bit like Peter Pan and the Lost Boys. If Peter Pan was black and lived in Nigeria, and his Lost Boys were the children of the quicksand. I really enjoyed it. I thought the world building, the writing, the main characters were all just amazing. Very clever. Very, very clever. It's about a young girl that gets sent to live with her nan because her mum has to go away and work. She goes from a busy city to a tiny village where there's no electric, there's no... What else is there not?
There's no internet connection.
No.
No phone.
No. They have
no
to...
running water.
No running water. And there's nothing there. It's a tiny, tiny village. Her mum is the kind of voodoo queen of the village. Her nan tells her to stay away from certain parts of the village because it's not safe for her to go. People will go missing. Children will go missing. There is like a whole folk tale that surround this little tiny village. Children begin to go missing. The people in the village are very reluctant to do anything about it, saying it's just part of our village, we'll fill in the quicksand, the problem will go away. The main character doesn't believe that. See me?
Yep.
See me? Doesn't believe that. It's not right, it's not proper for children to go missing, which is true. So it's about her adventure trying to figure out how to stop this. I really, really enjoyed it. Don't think you did.
It's a bit too slow paced for me. I think what's what I'm saying, it gets going around about the last quarter of the book. So I stopped halfway because nothing really was happening.
It's a shame because it was a really good book. Really, really good book. Right, books that I bought this month.
Hold it. Before you do this, please get into a soft chair with a mug of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate.
See what I have to put up with?
This could be here for several minutes.
There hasn't been that many. Nothing else to do apart from
all
buy
these
books.
other books Mum bought.
Right, I've jumped on the bandwagon. I did. I love this woman. I love this woman. Absolutely love this woman. It is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This woman is amazing. This woman, if she spit or weed in a bottle, I would buy this book. I would buy anything this woman buys. I cannot wait to read this book. I don't know what it's about, but it's her, so I'm going to buy it. I'm going to read it.
I thought you said you read that.
I haven't read this yet. It's new.
Oh.
But I'm looking forward. I think it's going to take me a while because it's quite a thick, heavy book. This book comes with a warning. There's lots of, I mean, you kind of expect from good old Jennifer to come with a trigger warning. But it'll be interesting to see what it's about. It's set in 3 people. The main character, the love interest, and a kingdom. Obviously, you've got the maiden, the main character, who doesn't want the life that she was given, and then you've got the love interest that's going to try and save her, and then the old kingdom that is slowly becoming its normal powerful self. I'm looking forward to
But
this.
quick question, what's a trigger warning?
A trigger warning is when they say, do not read this book because, or if you're going to read this book, you need to look out because it will cover certain bits.
Okay.
What else have I bought this month? Do you want to do this one?
Yep, she has bought the movie book Mortal Engines. This is a movie. I'm not sure where to find it yet. But once I've read the book, I'm going to watch it and tell the difference.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So this is yet again from Philip Reeve, who wrote Railhead. So, Mum, do you want to read the blurb?
It is set in London.
Future London.
Very future London. There is no houses anymore. People live in big machines. All the countries like America, France, England, all live in the separate, I don't know what you call it, the separate counties, yeah. But the people that have the places that they live no longer want to be there. So it'll be interesting to see if it's any good. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to read it, but you should definitely give it a go. Yeah. I read
Law
by
Alexandra Bracken, and for those of you who like Greek myths, this is a must read.
He doesn't know because he hasn't actually read it yet, but I'm going to read it this month. I love a good, what do you call it? A good
book.
Not a good book. I love a good book,
novel.
but I love a good
novel. Fantasy.
No. Folktale. Zeus.
So gods.
Yeah, anything with like the gods myths in it. I love it. This is absolutely stunning, this book. Absolutely, I mean, look at that. Who would not like? Oh, it's just beautiful. Even this book was absolutely rubbish. Absolutely love it. It's set in modern day. It is set in America where, I just love it. Look at that. I'm just going to quickly show you. Beautiful. Okay, it's set in modern day where the ancient gods every year get sent down to the place where we live. There is a tournament. They have to try and get through it. Must read. Looking forward to it. I read Victoria Avey by...
It's Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard.
No idea what this book is about. Not even going to lie or even try. I bought it because it's the same author that read Red Queen, so hopefully it'll be as good as that. I haven't read Red Queen. I think I'm the only one that hasn't read it, but I'm hoping I will get into this and love it. Well, we're very excited. We bought. You ready, Colby?
Yep, we had it pre-ordered.
You did. You had to go with a waiting
Limited
list.
edition.
No, not limited edition. We bought. Let's open it for you. Okay, the book, before I tell you what it's called, came like this. On it, every book is a new beginning. A chance to learn, expand, grow. A new outlook, a new perspective, a new vision. Be sure to embrace the new. Welcome to the...
Octunnuni.
Dun, dun, dun. So, you open it up. Unwrap it. Absolutely beautiful.
Show them back. Show the back.
That's the back. Absolutely
And
stunning.
look at the side.
If I get a bit closer, you'll be able...
Squashing me in the process.
you'll be able to see. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. And then you open it. Oh, look at that. Absolutely stunning. This book comes with, let me find it. Hold that. Comes with an app. If you go onto the app.
The app is called the Octunnuni.
And then you press, I've just turned it off, begin. You get the first page. What you do, you press, let's go for page 213, find 213, do not crease my pictures, do not crease my book. So you get a page, then you put it over, can you hold the book? The book, you put it on top. Let's see if we can do this. I don't know if that's going to work, but I don't know if that's going to work. Is that going to work? Yes, it's worked, but I don't know if you can see it. But on it, the pages come alive. How clever is that? That the pages from the book you read come alive. This is a book that I'm definitely going to read next, just because the book is so beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Together.
Yes, we can. It also comes with
a special bookmark. It's very like a normal bookmark to you, but it's not. It's a bookmark with it's a book within a bookmark. Look at that.
Beautiful. And what does the bookmark do?
The bookmark shows how to pronounce certain language within the book.
Yeah, very clever. You get a lovely, pretty little card that comes with it. I was very surprised. We had to go on the waiting list to get that book, but I love it. Right, I think that might be the end, unless you've got anything else to add to it.
Yes, I have one more thing to add. If you're going to read any of these books, I'd like you to maybe is this going on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe leave in the comments what you thought of it, and we might share them in the next video.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching. Any comments, please leave behind. Bye.